where's your chat?
It's to find out. Okay, it says we're on. I'm taking us down right now and see what's going on. Let's see if I have a chat.
I see it on the side.
But there's nobody. Okay, let's see if our chat comes up. If people coming in.
Let's just see.
It takes a few minutes, and I may have jumped the gun earlier and didn't have it. So far, I've seen nobody in the chat room.
Okay.
So this is what happened a while ago. I got into this chat room, but there was nobody there. So is there another? Says we're live now, so
Okay.
okay, there's our chat, finally. Okay, I got to turn some sound down, y'all. Okay, now you want to turn that down there? JM at the Nut House. Okay, guys, do you hear us?
We need to know if you can hear us or not, because we're trying out some new stuff here. We got a fan going in the background. It's over 80 degrees here in the house, and we're just trying to see y'all and hear y'all.
Okay.
What it is I went over to my neighbor's house, and I got him to pull up our YouTube on his stuff, because we never are able to actually see our own channel.
We don't watch anything.
We don't watch any of our own stuff, and he pulled it up, and the live stream was so bad that I told him, I said, I can't. Hang on just a minute. Now.
I should have here now. He had a fan on.
I had a fan going in the background because it's like 80 degrees in this house, or it's actually hotter than 80 degrees. But I went over to my neighbor's house, as I was saying, and got him to pull up all of our stuff on his TV where I could see what we actually look like when we live stream and everything. And because I've been on the phone with AT&T today, been trying to figure out something about an internet system, and I was not happy. I'm not happy at all about what y'all are having to see on your end. So I'm frantically working.
We knew it was bad. We just didn't know how bad, because on a small screen it looks okay, but if you guys are putting it on TV and stuff like that, I don't see how you're seeing
It's so distorted. The live stream was so distorted. I just it really ticked me off that it's that bad. And I come back and went like an hour with a hollering match with AT&T.
And then it's nothing they're going to do.
And they tell me that it's an infrastructure problem I got to deal with the county on. So now I got to call my county and my supervisors and all that to try to figure out what we got to do from this point on. But,
yeah, we were just wondering if Google Hangouts was picking it up any better than us going through OBS.
Yeah.
Because we're not going through OBS right now. We're simply in Google Hangouts. And we know, as far as what you're seeing, you're still going to have some lag. There's no way around that.
Yeah, because our upload speed is so bad, and we're trying to find a company that we can go with where we might have a better internet service.
Yeah. So for now, we're just trying to find a way to kind of make it easier on us, so that when we start live, this is easier to do here going through Google Hangout, but we didn't know if it was any better, or it's just about the same with you guys.
Is it any better than what we've been doing, or is it about the same? That's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah, AT&T does it. You chase your tail over and over and over.
I finally got a hold of somebody after a screaming match for about an hour that actually gave me that gave me some pretty good information. And I'm going to take that information and go with it now.
Yeah.
Hey, Scratch.
All right. David said he is the guy in the wheelchair at the conference. Okay.
Okay.
We got to meet so many people till.
Yeah, I'll never remember everybody's name.
Once I see a face, I remember it. But if I actually put your name to it again, some I will, some I won't. It'll just be that if I see you more than once, then I'll start remembering who's who. But the guy in the wheelchair, I do remember. You are different from other people, so that helps me remember who you are. Your picture is not as clear as usual.
Audio good, but picture is blurry and not very good. Okay.
Okay, so we weren't sure if using OBS was helping or hindering.
Yeah.
Some people are saying they think it's better. The light in the background shows some light rays on. Okay, yeah, that's.
Yeah, that is.
Let's see if, I don't know if we can move over this way some more, and let me see if we have lights in the ceiling that.
Yeah, they got like a 15-second lag.
Yeah, we're gonna see if that takes some of that down. If it was where we could, we've got to find somewhere that the lighting is a little better or something.
Yeah.
This room is not made for live streaming, I guess. OBS uses more resources. Yeah. Maureen says it's coming in great on her phone. No Name says they're watching on the phone and it looks about the same. So
okay.
It's just easier for me to figure out. Once I figured out how to get into it a while ago, it's easier to set this up than it is OBS.
If it's not worse than OBS, we would just as soon do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just cut OBS out. So
yeah.
Wholesome Roots.
Yeah, Jerry said, glad to see you live. It's my first time.
Wow. Rocky Brook.
Yeah, we have missed you. Love just getting to see you. Okay. And we had the halos. They said they love that. The lights are really shine.
I don't think that's halos, probably.
Yeah, Pia says, I still can't see or hear you. Well, everybody else is, Pia, so that's what I'm
refresh or go out and come back in might help. Yes, glare off the bright white header behind you. That's what I was thinking. We've got to find a wall that.
We may have to turn around and look in the other direction.
We may have to go fix
heater.
that, and let's move. Let's see if we can bounce off that wall. No lag at all on my end, Tammy. I am.
Picture is blurry, audio good. Birmingham, Alabama. Stay this way. It's great. No buffering or lag, Maureen says.
So I guess maybe it's other people's internet too, as well as ours.
It could be, yeah, because I mean, when I was at the neighbor's house today, he has slow internet like I do, and he told me, he said, don't make it any better than what it is on the videos, because if you do, then I won't be able to watch them, you know. So.
Not on this part, the video part.
Go with this, Brian says, because he said the audio is much better and there's no lagging or chopping.
Okay, that helps.
I hear you very clear, but your sound and your lips don't match most of the time.
All right, I'm sitting closer is why I may be clearer. Danny's laid back. If he would sit closer to it, I think it might move up some and see. As far as, because he usually leans back and he gets further out of the picture.
Yeah, my life has always been, yeah, it is a work in progress.
Very smooth stream coming through in Knoxville.
No hiccups or buffering.
Wow, that's a first.
It's pretty smooth. Rusty said it's pretty smooth to me on his iPhone, so that's good.
Then somebody says no lag, but the picture's blurry and the sound's good. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, what I'm trying to figure out is it's not going to be great for everybody, because a lot of people's internet may not be real good like ours. You know, it's just maybe the way we need to go.
Yeah, and we're thinking, do we need an external camera? Is the camera going to make a difference? Because we're just using the laptop. Just simply got the laptop up. We don't have an extra camera or anything like that. And we're not sure. We didn't want to invest money into something that is not going to make any difference. So.
Okay, well, I think this is going to be okay.
Hi. Okay on the phone, too.
Everybody says it's okay on the phone, and what we're discovering is, my neighbor's a computer tech. He told me that the smaller the picture, the better the resolution is going to be. He said when you broaden it out, like put it on a TV screen, the pixelation in it just gets to be too much, and it starts getting blocky looking. And he showed me on his TV today, and I understood it then, and I was kind of really upset that it looked as bad as it did on the TV. That's one reason I went after my my company like I did, trying to figure out, you know, what we can do.
Somebody says that yes, a camera would make a difference. A lot of people are saying that it's fuzzy as far as the picture wise, but the sound is good, and they're not. A lot of people are not buffering, so that's a big difference for us because it's buffered so bad.
Yeah. Okay.
First life experience. A bit fuzzy. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's the laptop camera. Everybody's saying the laptop cameras are not very good, so that could be the fuzziness. And the screen, I mean, the laptop camera could be dirty. Who knows? It may have fuzz on it.
It could. I mean, you know, I don't know.
The maid quit about 4 years ago.
It's so tiny to them. I don't know. The picture's fixing to go away, y'all, so just hang in there.
Yeah. We're just trying, and everybody's saying no buffering tonight. If we could quit buffering as much, then it would help, you know. It would just really, and if we need an external camera, we may have to check into that.
We may have to look into that, but everybody's saying no buffering. So the no buffering part, I think, is going to be great.
Yeah, that's making me feel better that it's not buffering as much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jim Crawford
prefers a blurry camera when he's in front of it. Yeah.
Glenn is on a desktop, no buffering, and a great picture on her end. Wow. Dolphin Man, Becky, Country Living. We got quite a few people in here. So we have, what have we done today?
What have we done today? Well, we went to town.
Oh, I need to tell them about yesterday. I had a good Mother's Day, y'all.
Yeah, she had a good Mother's Day yesterday.
Well, it started out kind of rough. Danny and I both had stomach issues yesterday, and I had some Saturday. And by lunchtime, we were kind of leveling off, and then what, 2 o'clock?
2, yeah, a little after 2 maybe.
My daughter and my son came, and then 2 of my granddaughters, and then my son's girlfriend, and we had them here, and they cooked out, and we just had a good afternoon. They didn't leave till late, and I actually have pictures on Facebook. I don't know, I put them on there, but it's not on Deep South. It's just on my personal one.
Yes, it's on your personal.
Of them playing in the trees. My son started hanging from the tree, and my daughter, and you got to know my son is 27.
27.
And my daughter is 30-something. And she'd probably get me, but I think she's 31. And she decided she had to hang from the tree too, because she used to stay with her brothers all the time. So she had to see if she could still do it. And yeah, she still did it. She climbed up in that tree and hung upside down just like he did. And so I have pictures of them. It was a pretty good day. Yeah, and got pictures of the two girls. Brianna, the apron I got from Miss Pauletta at the conference, Brianna has it on. And then the little one, Abby, she's toting flowers around, and it's really pretty cute. Yogurt and ginger tea for tummy troubles. Yep, I had my share of yogurt and stuff yesterday. Danny built a freestanding background with a dark blue curtain on.
Yeah,
I thought about doing something like that.
We thought about, well, what it is, we're wanting to add on to the back of our house here. We have a place that it's kind of like a little nook in there that's really just been a sore subject ever since we built the house. So we were thinking about closing it in and turning it into a studio room just to live stream out of. And that way we could design it specifically for that. Because here in the living room, it's just hard.
Little Homestead, Franklin, North Carolina says they have a tripod cam that we can have. Okay, I'm not sure what a tripod cam is, but if it hooks to this, thank you.
If it could hook to the
we're not used to doing things like that, adding it to the computer, so we're new to that part of it.
Homestead Quail Cotty said we could just wear brown hoodies. Yeah.
Opaline says she loves to hear you sing.
Oh, really? Well,
all right.
I don't know what
and
to
this
say
one right here,
that.
WLR says that her name is Wanda too.
Oh, her name is Wanda also, not Wanda too.
Y'all, he's always messing with me. Yeah, my oldest daughter is, she was born in 1979, so go figure. She's getting close to 40. That makes me feel old, y'all. It really does.
Okay, Little Homestead, Franklin, North Carolina said it plugs into the laptop or a regular computer.
Okay, so we just have a regular PC.
Do we have to download an app for it? Because we have a fancy camera that we shoot with, but we can't use it, even though it says we can, because we have to download all these apps in order to be able to use it over our laptop.
Yeah, if it just plugs in and it automatically connects, we're good.
Yeah.
Our camera, we thought it would work, but it just wouldn't. So we've not tried anything.
We got to have the right software with it. Is what it was. It's approximately 6 inches tall, they said. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were thinking about some type of backdrop because the actual color of these walls are great, but we have white where we're sitting down here.
Right.
And so we would have to have something high to get us up with the green. And all the other walls in the house, except for the dining room, which is just like this room, has white at the bottom.
Yeah.
They're all light colors. So none of the walls work. And unless I'm making paint, you know.
Just put about 6 books under the laptop. Let me ask you this.
Okay. Well, let me find. I can do that if I can get started. Hold on. We can use Miss Carla Emery's book because that just puts us way on up there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All these countryside books might come in handy for something.
Yeah, we might actually be able to pull this off.
Yeah, if we were sitting more toward the green wall or something, it might be. All right.
Now, Little Home, Franklin, North Carolina says email me at. We've got to write that down.
Hold on, let me see if I can get something to write. Because I'll have to stop.
You're going to have to pull the chat down and stop it.
I'm not sure.
Because it'll go away in a heartbeat. Right there.
Right there. All right.
Yeah, get that wrote down.
Little Homestead, Franklin, New York. North Carolina, I'm sorry.
Carolina.
You can keep talking while.
Okay. Well, I can't see the chat because you got it stopped up, you know. But
talk about what you did today. He hadn't done a lot. He's just.
What did I do? We went to town. We bought 3 pepper plants. What was the name of them things?
Something we hadn't heard of before.
Yeah, we saw them in there, and it said they were sweet peppers, and they were called. I think they were called Shinto sweet peppers. I've never grown them before. We had a little space in one of the gardens out here, and I told her, I said, why not grab 3 of them? They were on sale. So we decided to get 3 of them and bring here and plant just to see how they taste. They kind of look like the Marconi in the picture, but I'm not sure, you know, exactly what they're going to taste like. I don't know anything about them. I haven't even looked them up yet. But we did get all of our English pea vines cleaned up out of the garden. We got all that ground ready now to be rebroke with a broad fork because we're not going to be taking and plowing it or anything. We're just going to take a broad fork and break it up and then plant back in place of it because the English pea roots we left in the ground because they had nitrogen on them.
Yeah, and somebody's asked about the blue tomatoes.
Yeah. Where can I get the blue tomatoes you have? Well, they can order some seeds from us if they wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, we have some seeds.
We have a few, and Totally Tomatoes has them.
Yeah.
Baker's Creek has them. They're called Indigo series.
Yeah, you have to go to the Indigo series. If you look under blue tomatoes, you're not going to be able to find them, so you're going to have to go to the Indigo.
All right, Bill and Rosa says they are in Oklahoma, and they drove to Tennessee and picked up 2 lady homesteaders.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys, Bill and Rosa, because we thought that was just outstanding that you drove out of your way to go get them and bring both Vivian Ann and Umbria to the conference.
So Leslie now says hi, but she has bronchitis.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Colleen says she's tried the
Shinto recently. Medium mild heat. Okay.
Ah.
It said sweet on the thing. I just didn't know if that meant they were going to be like a bell pepper or what. So.
And Homestead Quail said they bought Marconi's for the first time. You will
love the Marconi. I'm going to tell you. If you love sweet peppers, let them go till they get red.
Unless your plant breaks off.
Yeah, unless your plant breaks off like ours did. But Rocky Brook Farmstead said they want seeds. Just send us a message and let us know what kind of seeds you want, and we'll see if we can.
Yeah, because we won't know how.
What did we tell them they were? Was a $3.50 a pack plus shipping
for tomato seeds?
It depends on what kind. Peppers,
tomatoes. I think you were selling $3.50, and there's enough seeds in there to plant. No telling what.
Yeah.
More seeds than tomato plants or pepper plants you want in a season.
Cassandra says, "How's your weather down there treating you?" Very hot. Very hot.
Yeah, it is hot.
We're sitting here in the house right now. We had to turn the fan off because it's over 80 degrees inside the house.
He could turn the air conditioner on, but it's cool outside, and with the fan blowing, it's cool in here. It's not hot, but we turned it off just to do this and see. And there was somebody here. Love porch time. Well, y'all got a porch time coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, you got a porch time coming up tomorrow. Yep.
What plants are we planting next? Okay, Danny just finished up with the English peas. He cleaned all that up. It looks really nice. What are you planting in there?
Well, we decided we was going to plant a few more peppers. We was going to plant because we eat a lot of peppers.
Yeah.
We was going to put a few squash in there.
Maybe some cucumbers.
A few cucumbers. I don't know what else. I mean, it just
whatever we come across.
Yeah.
You know, Wallace Knife Works. My blueberry tomatoes are already ready to set out.
Almost ready to set out.
Good.
Good. You will love them things, but you got to let them go till they get real soft to the touch. If you pick them before they're real soft and spongy, they'll be bitter tasting. So, but once they get soft, they're like candy.
Rusty said, "Did we find a cam?" Sorry if I missed it. Little Homestead in Franklin, North Carolina we're going to talk to them and see.
We'll just see because see how that works out because we don't have a camera.
And we're going to see if maybe that'll work. Oh, Gypsy Farmer made it. We've got a new channel, guys. Actually, it's a person that had a channel that's changed her name, and I like that.
Yeah.
We met her at the conference. And she was telling us that she had thought about setting her channel up, and she's got it going. And have we tried roasting the Marconi?
Not yet.
No, we eat them fresh.
We eat them fresh because they're like candy.
Or
stir fry. They're just like candy when you eat them fresh. If you let them get red, they're so sweet.
All right.
Y'all are my farmer's almanac. Just wanted to know what I need to plant next. So, well, we are. As soon as the green beans come out, we're gonna put speckled butter beans back in place of them.
Yeah, and we rotate everything out because we have a long growing season. So right now the Danny corn is looking awesome.
Oh, it looks awesome. We thought we wasn't gonna have any at all, but it looks real good.
What about the manna corn?
The manna corn did not do well. I've only got maybe 6 or 8 stalks of it that came up. Something went through and pulled all of them up after they sprouted. And then we had some that the ants ate, and some just this week after being in the ground over a month is trying to come up. So
we may have enough for seed.
That's what happens when you go to these companies and you order seeds that's not from where you're at. Yeah. And they ship you seeds to your place, which these come out of Oregon.
Yeah, and we're taking a chance.
We just took a chance, and because they're not acclimated to our area, they didn't grow good. So what few plants we got to come up this year, we will save the seed from them. And I'll guarantee you next year, those seeds will come up.
Yeah, it's a couple of year process.
It is.
Hey, Doug and Stacy.
Hey, Doug or Stacy, whichever one it is.
Probably Doug. And thank you on the 18,000, Doug.
Yeah,
we were kind of shocked because we knew we were getting close to the 18, and I realized it late yesterday that we hit 18, and when I did, I looked, we went over the 2 million mark too. Yeah. So the 2 million views. So we were kind of excited. That many people had actually watched.
You know, one of the weird things today, as hot as it is here now, being in the high 80s with a heat index in the low 90s, I went out to plant those pepper plants today about, what time we get back in town? About 10?
10:30.
About 10 or 10:30. And I went out and used the broad fork thing and broke the ground up a little bit and took my little shovel that we got in the homestead box and dug my hole. And all the heat we're having, the ground was just like a refrigerator.
It's
I can't explain it.
Our ground is actually cold.
The ground is as cold as ice.
What, a couple of inches deep.
I mean, I dug down 6 inches deep to put them plants in, and the ground was still just so cold. It just blew me away.
Because we've had no cold weather.
No, and we haven't had cold. And this is out in the sunshine.
Rusty says he gets excited over 6 views.
Rusty said he had a camera that we could use. Just if we didn't get one, just
All
let
right,
him know.
Lynn trying to homestead says her Danny corn went in the ground Saturday. It's according. It's not.
No, it's not too late.
No. It should go on.
It depends on where you're at in this country now. If you're way up north, yeah, you could be pushing the time zone.
But you should, if it doesn't freeze on it, you should have plenty of time to get it in.
Cassandra said that our tomato tops recover after the rainstorm. Yes, they have somewhat recovered.
Now, Doug, no sweet potato planting. What happened to those in the jars? Just curious.
Well, he may be talking about us.
We've got
300 out, fixing to put another 100 out. Yeah.
We've got a lot of tomatoes. The first row is already vined over and totally covered in vines. And then the next 3 rows are in different stages of growing. So we already have 1 full row. And how long are those rows?
Those rows are about
60?
No, those rows are probably 80 to 100 feet long.
Yeah, and that whole row is covered in vines already. So we're way ahead of the game right now with the sweet potatoes.
Yeah, the sweet potatoes are doing great. Like I said, we've got what did I tell you? We got 4 more rows of Irish potatoes to dig. We got 4 more 80-foot rows to dig. And as soon as they come out, we're going to put sweet potato draws back in place of them.
Yeah. Miss Arlene says she would like a cookbook and wants to know about your spoons. Can you message us at, if one of our moderators will put our email address up, Miss Arlene, if you will message us through WANKINGDAN20@gmail.com, because I only have like 2 or 3 cookbooks left and then I'm out.
Yeah, Doug says they're getting ready to put their sweet potato draws in now. So that's not too late, because they're actually just now coming into town here.
Yeah, and he's further north than us. Yeah, way further north.
Way further north, so he'll be getting a
y'all are about right. Yeah.
I might have to turn this thing off.
That's okay. Yeah. Okay, there, Miss Arlene. JM at the Nut House has our email address.
Yeah.
So if you will, just message us on that, because I do have, like I said, 2 or 3 cookbooks left. And we will have the sweet potato books.
The sweet potato books, we've got plenty of those. We ain't worried about that.
Yeah, we're not worried about the sweet potato, because we're using a local guy, and we can print those up within 2 days. We can have those printed if we start running out.
Tammy Am says, did you plant pink-eye purple hulls this year? Mine didn't come up good this time. No, I'll tell you why. We don't plant peas, field peas, early part of the year. We usually wait till about, I'm going to say probably the 1st of June to plant them. And they usually do better, because there's cycles with insects that we've learned that affects them. And plus, field peas love heat. And if there's any coolness whatsoever, they do not do good. They're like okra. They need to wait till it's warm.
Yeah, and you've got a lady saying, do tell about your spoons. She obviously knew you didn't know you made spoons. He makes wooden spoons when he has time. He just hasn't had time. The spoons are not on it. Well, they're on Etsy. They will
be on Etsy when I make one.
But they're sold out. There may be pictures of them on Etsy. I don't know how Etsy works when you sell out, but they're there, but they're sold out.
They're sold out right now, because as fast as I make them, people get them, because it takes me like 3 days to make one, and it's just very time consuming.
Okay, now Bill and Rosa said that they have a fancy webcam and they don't use OBS at all. Said you don't need software, Windows and Mac automatic. We don't have a Mac.
We don't have a Mac.
PC.
We're not wealthy enough to have a Mac. Okay.
We have a PC.
We just have a plain PC.
I don't know if I want a Mac. I've been hearing people say something about the.
You don't want a Mac for live streaming.
Yeah, I don't know that it would work real well for us, but yeah, we just got a plain old PC. And I saw Mr. Arnie's here. He said great video equipment, video on equipment.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Somebody said, what did I see that it says beautiful architecture in your home? Oh yeah.
Danny designed all this.
I designed the house. I drew my blueprints myself. Built it by myself. It's what's called a country Victorian home. It's a lot fancier than what I really like, but it is what it is. You know, it's home.
Okay, so Bill and Rosa live stream on a Mac. So it's Patera has a Mac.
Patera has a Mac.
She's needing to know how to live stream on it. So
Julianne has a Mac.
If Bill and Rosa, if you would send Patera at Appalachia's Homestead a private message on her channel and tell her you have a Mac and you live stream, and that you would offer to help her with the instructions, because we're totally lost there.
Bill and Rosa said if you want a camera, contact them. So okay, we'll keep that in mind.
Thank you. I'm trying to make notes.
And Rusty said the same thing if we couldn't find one.
Rusty, what was Rusty's last name? Anderson?
Yeah.
I think. Thank you guys. We will try this.
Bill and Rosa, we use OBS to stream with, but our internet is so crappy that it uses up so much of our data that tonight we're using Google Hangout to see if it's any better.
And Julie says our house is similar to hers. Isn't that awesome?
Wow.
Somebody else has got
Somebody else has got a home like this. Okay.
He looked at many plans. Well, he and I weren't married, but this was when Debbie was alive, and Debbie wanted this Victorian home, and they looked. What'd you say? She looked at every. We still have the Victorian magazine. She
had just stacks of Victorian magazines that she was getting pictures out of and putting them in folders and stuff like that. And a lot of the stuff with the details in here, like I'll show you some of the detail when you just look up like this right here. You'll see the beams and everything that's up top. Those are all part of a picture out of a magazine that that she had.
Did it show them? Yeah, it doesn't show them too good. It doesn't show up
too well.
Yeah, it didn't do too good because of the
lights are so bright. But there's beams up there,
and Danny and I made those beams. What, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
They'd always been in the plans to have those beams, and after we married, he finally did them.
But then I can turn around to the side here and show you right here. This is a bookcase system that I built for Wanda.
From all our junk.
It don't matter. I mean, we live in the house. That's what it is. You know, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, this is a bookcase system that I built her. It houses a lot of our books of literature and stuff like that. It's got we have a TV. We don't watch it, but I mean, it's there in case we need to live stream with it. But,
and he built this bookcase system 3 years ago, I think. That was my Christmas present or something like that. And he built it in 7 different pieces, and we brought it in piece by piece. And we put it together in here, and it turned out really great.
Turned out great. I mean, my whole house has a built-in speaker systems in all the ceilings. You can play music in any room of the house that you want, from the entertainment center here. I mean, it's set up pretty nice. I mean, you know, it's not anything real fancy, but when Christmas time comes around, or any of the holiday seasons come around, it doesn't have to be Christmas, but any of the holiday seasons, you can play music in any room in the house that you want to. Or if you want to go sit in the whirlpool, you can actually turn the music on and sit in the whirlpool and just listen to the music, good soft music play while you're in the whirlpool. So
yeah, and junk does make a house a home, but we have started just really sometimes I go, we have too much junk. We need to clear out. And he was going through a desk drawer today, y'all. And I don't think he's opened this desk drawer in 4 years.
Yeah.
Probably 5 or 6 years, to be honest with you. And he was going through finding stuff from at least 5 to 8 years ago, finding things in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, some stuff probably just needs to be thrown away.
Well, it's in my office, and my business has been shut down now for several years, and I just haven't went back there and cleaned out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he met the office has we moved it, but we didn't clean it. We didn't clean out all the drawers and throw things away, and we probably should have.
Yeah, we just still haven't been through everything in the house. I mean, since I run a business, there's still stuff here that from the business, you know.
Yeah. That tells you we don't live in but just 2 or 3 rooms of the house.
Yeah, I mean, you know, half of our house never even gets walked in, unless we have company come.
Jay Bennett made it. He found us. Yeah, we have frogs outside singing too. I can hear them through the windows.
Yeah.
We need a walking
Colleen
tour.
says we need a walking tour. Well,
I actually did that early on. I did room by room tour of the house, and I may have to drag that back out because it's already done. I just never put it up. I remember doing that, a room by room tour. I may have to go back and see about that.
TM Mickey says, I have a possum, on his game camera last night that has eaten up all my seedlings. What do you suggest? Just what I'm doing, because before I come on a live stream tonight.
That's where you were at.
That's where I was at. I was out because we have traps set 24 hours a day around our place, 365 days a year. I was out baiting my traps with mackerel. And I had to come in and wash my hands to make sure I didn't smell like mackerel, because what I do, I catch an animal, I just kill it. I mean, my neighbors know if their animal gets on my property and gets caught, he's just shot. You know, I mean, I hate to be that way.
We've got a bunny rabbit that's been eating stuff. And
yeah.
He's eluded us so far.
Yeah, he's gotten away so far, but I will eventually get him. Yeah.
So we're hoping to find the bunny rabbit, because we had to put that electric fence we have just to keep him out of the.
Mickey, yes, you can shoot in the city limits, because what I shoot with, I bought me a Beeman air rifle. It's about a $250 gun, but it's a pellet gun. It shoots pellets, but it shoots them as high powered as a .22 rifle, and it doesn't make any noise. So that's what we use. We bought this Beeman air rifle with interchangeable barrels and all that stuff, and it has not failed me yet. I have shot animals up to 100 yards away with that thing and still killed them. So it works great.
Yeah, Scratch gets to stay in the north wing when they come. Actually, the bedroom on this side is actually Scratch's bedroom.
Yeah.
Only Julianne took over for quite a while. And then when my daughter comes, it's her bedroom. And
yeah, but it's on what
when
we
his
call.
daughter comes, it's her bedroom.
It's just what we call the north wing, because it's like the White House. I mean, this is like the White House. It's so large, so we have the north wing, we have the south wing, then we have the conference area, we have the dining area, we have what would you call it? We have where guests come and eat, stuff like that.
Yeah, dining area. What would eat strawberries? They're not pecked, but they just ate the whole strawberry.
Possums.
Crickets.
Crickets, possums, slugs. They'll all them things will eat strawberries right off. Squirrels, because I shot a squirrel this past week sitting on one of the strawberry bed eating one of her strawberries.
Yeah, Compass Rose made it.
Hey.
Okay.
We miss y'all, man. We hadn't seen y'all in a while.
Yeah, we've got what is grackles that eat our stuff? What's a grackle? Oh, big blackbirds.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what that is. Now, we don't have big blackbirds, do we?
No, one thing we got is what we call a crow. I mean,
well, I guess that's about the same thing.
And I've been killing the fool out of crows. So, I mean.
The birds eat strawberries. Here, it's mainly, they will if they see them, but it's mainly the squirrels.
It's mainly squirrels, coons, possums.
And the crickets.
And the crickets, yeah, all that kind of stuff. And Arnie's right. If you don't keep the coons under control, you won't have any corn, you won't have any chickens, you won't have anything of anything, because a coon will clean you out. Watermelons, it don't matter.
Hey, Miss Catherine. 2 years ago, he had planted his Danny corn, and it did not do very well. That was the first time in several years he had planted it.
Yeah.
Because with Debbie passing and him at his mom's and then us getting married. The first year we didn't plant, so it was the second year we planted some, and it looked pitiful. It just did not do a whole lot. He was just really frustrated with it, but it came up and it had ears on it.
It had ears on it.
He walked out there, he goes, I think I'll pull that corn in the morning. And he went out the next morning and every single ear was gone. Every ear.
That's when I got mad.
Yeah, and he took the tractor and bush hogged it all down.
I bush hogged it all down, called the Game and Fish Commission and said, I want an ACP permit. I'm fixing to start killing the heck out of stuff, you know. And
we got rid of a lot of coons that year and possums. Somebody says they have a air rifle, and then you use what is that you use? A pellet gun.
Well, it's an air rifle.
Is it the same thing?
It's the same thing. I just shoot. It's a 22 caliber. It has interchangeable barrels. I can do 22 cal or 177 cal.
That may be what they're talking about.
It is, yeah. He has one of the even fancier ones than I have.
Yeah, Danny loves his gun.
I love my gun, man. You can ask Wanda. There was a crow on the hill from us the other day, about 100 yards back there, and I just dropped him right where he was sitting at. I mean, he didn't even move. Plus a rabbit, because remember that rabbit back there.
Two Lady Homesteaders says they need you to come help with the rogue rooster that attacked them again. He's going to help me with the rogue rooster probably tomorrow.
I can deal with them roosters now.
We got one, and it's a little bitty bantam. He is not very big, and I was going to move him today, and boy, he is like feisty. So Danny's going to have to help me with him. Do we have grubs in our yard that eat the grass roots?
Yes. By the piles, I'm going to tell you. We have lots of them.
What's the easiest herbs to start growing? Mint.
Mint.
You can grow mint about anywhere. Most
oregano.
Any kind. Oregano will work really well.
Oregano does well. Rosemary.
Rosemary grows really good for us here. I don't know if anybody else can grow it.
Garlic chives.
Onion chives.
Onion chives. We got garlic chives. We can't even stop the garlic chives now in the mint. The mint's taking the place over. The garlic chives is taking the place over.
Stevia. Now, a lot of people say they have a lot of trouble with stevia.
Yeah.
And I've got stevia everywhere now. Danny had a big plant of stevia, and we broke it up in 3 or 4 pieces, and I put some in the ground. And granted, we didn't have a really cold winter, but it's still in the ground and it's blooming now. So all my stevia is doing great. Moringa trees are doing good. We've transplanted them into the herb garden. Moringa's doing good. Pineapple sage. It puts on pretty red blooms. It's blooming now. Most any of that catnip, what was the lemon balm?
Lemongrass.
All those things really, really grow easy. Anything like that. Basil
is real easy. Yeah. There was some questions went by. Hang on here a minute.
Rooster, what's for dinner?
Rusty, I think it was Rusty asked, can you save seeds from a green pepper? No. The pepper needs to be mature. Now, if it's green when it's mature, then yes. But if it turns red when it's mature, then you need to wait for it to turn red.
Yeah.
Do I have problems, Jay said, with owls coming for our chickens? No, because all of our pens are covered up with wire over the top of them, so they don't actually fool with anything.
Tammy Ann says she bought catnip but don't know what to use it for yet. There are many herb books on our website, deepsouthhomestead.com. I have a list of books, and there are many herb books in that list, I think, and they're very, very good.
Oh, gosh, I won't get sleepy sitting here.
It gives you a lot of ideas on what to do with herbs.
Yeah.
Mostly teas. Most people don't do a whole lot with herbs other than teas. Yeah. And that's basically about all I do. I cook with oregano and sage and mainly rosemary. Rosemary is one of our biggest things we cook with. The onions, the peppers, onion chives, garlic chives, all that stuff we cook with, but mainly just with the teas is the biggest thing we do.
Yeah, two lady homesteaders, if you just carry you a garden hose or a stick out there with you, every time that rooster gets close to you, you just whack him in the head. That's what I told Wanda. I said, just hit him in the head. If you kill him, then we just butcher him.
Now mint is harder to keep alive in a pot because I see somebody saying something about, I just put mine in the ground, it goes everywhere. So Hobo was shot by a pellet. gun, mean man, innocent older kitten. Oh,
there are people out there who will do that. Yeah. You know, but on our homestead here, people automatically know if they have an animal, they need to keep it at home because we don't tolerate animals.
Yes, lemongrass will mess with your fingers. It's best if you get some kind of shears and cut it.
Because it will cut you.
Yeah. And most people cook with the root system.
The root part of it. So
it is harder to dig it up, but if you're going to do anything with lemongrass, I'd say get some shears.
Yeah, most cats, Pia do love catnip. I mean, I guess that's where it got its name from, actually.
Yeah, and Gypsy Farmer says thyme. I've got thyme. I've got two different kinds of thyme in my herb garden. Aloe vera. Aloe vera is a great one to have. It's a must on a homestead.
We got so much of that stuff.
If you're going to ever have anything in your herb selection, I'd say it should be aloe vera.
Yeah.
It helps with stomach issues. Plus, you also, any burns, anything like that, skin issues. Aloe vera is a must in the herb garden for anybody. Everything has to get along with my farmer. It has to go. That's the way
it is on ours, Tammy. We have zero tolerance for anything that gets out of hand. You know, it's just a zero tolerance thing. Lots of people put up with attacking animals and animals you can't deal with and stuff like that. And if I'm out there and one does me wrong, I just kill him right there. I don't worry about it.
Would we recommend a full sun area or partial? I guess you're talking about for herbs.
For herbs, probably
partial would probably help.
Yeah.
But mine it's almost full sun, but we do have that oak tree right there that probably gives it some shade. So I'd say partial would be better. We planted lemon balm.
Yeah, Catherine Gagnon says she slapped hers with her gloves. It's kind of a training lesson for 2 weeks. You're a lot more merciful than I am, you know. Because of mine, when I'm free ranging them, as long as they stay in the field, they're fine. But if they cross the fence and come into where the yard or the garden is, I just kill them right there because if they ever do it once, they'll do it again.
Yeah, and somebody's saying comfrey. Yes, Mr. Charles from Old Alabama Gardener gave us comfrey back around Christmas, or was it before?
It was before Christmas. I mean, yes, it is invasive.
We've got ours in pots right now. We have not found where we want to put it.
Well, I've got one beside the house here in the bed.
Okay, you did plant one.
I do have one out there, but the rest of them are in pots.
So we're not sure exactly. When we put it somewhere, we want comfrey to grow freely. So we've got to make sure where we put it, it's going to stay there. Yeah,
she's a bottler, says I have clumping comfrey. Yeah, there's 2 or 3 different kinds of comfrey. We have the block 4. It doesn't make seeds. It only grows from the root.
Yeah.
The block 15 grows from seed, but not the root, you know.
So,
Wanda's starting to yawn also,
Yeah, I'm getting tired. All right, so if this seems to be working a little bit better and we keep working with the backgrounds and stuff like that, how much is it buffering in the last little while? Did our orange tree survive? Yes,
it survived, but it did not bloom this year.
It hasn't bloomed.
Not yet, it hasn't.
Our buffering's gone away. Okay, that's what we were hoping.
That's what we were hoping for.
Kind of get rid of. All right, Miss Catherine is looking for any Canadian that has comfrey. She's looking for some for her area. Ticks are exploding here. I'm thinking they're going to be bad here. We've not had.
No, because we didn't have a wet spring. Usually,
you need wet.
If you have a wet, damp spring, then you'll have ticks really bad. And if it wasn't cold, now it wasn't cold over winter, but we didn't have a wet spring. So so far, I have not found one tick on me or anything else I have.
A lot of them are saying no buffering. So this is the way we need to go.
This is what we need to do.
Until we can fix something else and make it a little better. We're going to work on the camera issue since it's probably our PC camera that's not doing real well and making it look.
Yeah, we can come up with a better camera system. That might help time. Donna says bedtime for me.
Yeah, it's bedtime for me too. My coughing's fixing to start. Jay is headed to cook some dinner. It's kind of late, isn't it, for dinner? everybody's got to go, and we've got to go because we've got to try and finish stuff. But we just wanted to check this out. If it's working, then this is the way we're going to go this weekend. We might see about a camera before the weekend, and if not, by next
Hold on,
weekend.
Let me WIR 1006. Want to know, is there anywhere in country in Georgia or eastern part of Georgia? The Old Alabama Gardener is the name of the YouTube channel. He's in northern Alabama. He actually mails some to people if they want to purchase some. He has some that he sells. So you might want to contact Mr. Charles at the Old Alabama Gardener.
Yes.
So he may have some.
And he has like the best comfrey I've ever seen.
Okay. All right, guys, we got to get off of here. I know a lot of y'all have to. So we need to just go to bed, really. he's like, oh. All right, I'm getting sleepy. Yeah, I need to go to bed. I've been up since 3-something this morning, so I'm getting tired. I gotta start yawning. Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. I guess we usually pray before we get off, and I guess that might be the best thing we need to do is just say a prayer, and then we'll get off. Okay.
Thank you guys for coming.
Yeah. Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you so much for being so great to us, and you're such a great God. You treat us with such kindness when we don't even really deserve it. And Father, we just thank you for allowing us to get online and work through our internet problems and try to figure out what's best. And we want to try to give our subscribers the best, the best view that we possibly can. And I pray that you'll help us to be able to work that out so that we can find the best server to be able to do that with. And I know a lot of them here tonight have a lot of problems and issues that they're dealing with on their homesteads. And Father, just be kind to them also and help them work through it. And a lot of them's headed to bed, and I just pray that we can all get a great night's rest tonight so that we can get up tomorrow and do the things that you have planned for us to do now. So we just want to ask these things in your name. Amen. Okay, guys, we're going to get off, and we're going to let y'all get to bed because it's time for us to get to bed here also. And we really appreciate y'all jumping on here with us and helping us out tonight as much as possible.
And so now I've got to figure out how to shut a live stream down that I don't know how to shut down. So that's going to be our other issue.
Okay, now we got to figure out how to get away from y'all. There we go.
Maybe this will work.
Good night,
guys.